When I first came to Germany, I couldn't even say a full sentence, but within months, I reached B1 and made a ton of mistakes on the way. Today in this video, I'm going to give you the exact week by week roadmap so that you can do it faster and with way less stress. Ready? Let's start. Alright, I have divided this video into 4 sections and let's start with the first section, which is A1 level, week 1 to 8. A1 is the level where people usually quit, not because it's hard, but because they learn the wrong way. Here's exactly what I did and what I recommend. So week number 1 and 2, survival mode. The first 2 weeks you have to focus on only basics. And the first basic you have to focus on is greetings and introductions. Learn phrases like ich heiße, then your name, ich bin dash Jahr alt, so then your age, ich bin, your age Jahr alt, then ich komme aus, then your home country. These are some basic phrases to introduce yourself. Then the second part you have to focus on is numbers plus alphabet. You will need this for everything. Phone calls, spelling your name, appointments, everything. And the third basic thing you have to focus on is learn 20 basic verbs. Verbs like haben, sein, gehen, kommen, machen, essen, etc. Here's the mistake I made. I tried to learn 200 words in the first week. That's a disaster. Instead, master the useful 20. After first weeks, let's move into week number 3 and 4. Where you should focus on building your speaking muscles. Now focus on only introducing yourself, talking about family, talking about your daily routine, talking simple preferences. Here are some example structures. Ich stehe 7 Uhr auf. Ich stehe 7 Uhr auf. I wake up at 7 o'clock. Ich mag Kaffee. I like coffee. Ich arbeite als, for example, ich arbeite als Lehrer. I work as a teacher. Here's a pro tip. Record yourself speaking once per day. I didn't do this and I regret it. It improves pronunciation so fast. Just 2 grammar topics changed everything for me. And which were? Number 1, verb conjugation. Here's what I mean. For example, let's take a verb gehen. And how do you conjugate the verb gehen for each subject? For example, for ich you say ich gehe. For du gehst. For a, get, okay? Ich gehe, du gehst, geht. Like you do it in English. For example, for I you say I go, you go, but he or she goes. That's the same thing you have to also do for German, but the only difference is, here in this case, you have to conjugate the verb for each subject. For ich, for du, for a separately. So that's the first grammar rule you have to focus on. And the second one is word order, position of the verb. Heute gehe ich zur Arbeit. That's correct grammatically. The second one is ich gehe heute zur Arbeit. In both sentences, you see a similarity, right? The verb is always in the second position. Heute, then in second position we have the verb. Ich, and then second position we have the verb. Here's the mistake I made. I ignored word order. Now let's move into week number 7 and 8. Real life practice, A1 bootcamp. This is where you activate everything you learned. Do this daily. Watch 10 minutes of German content. Speak 5 sentences out loud, learn 10 new words, write 3 simple sentences. If you do this consistently, by the end of week 8, you should be able to order food, talk about your day, ask simple questions, understand slow German. And don't worry, all the basics I talked about till now, I covered everything in my 2-hour crash course. And you can check out the crash course by clicking the I button here. And once you're able to do these things, once that happens, welcome to A2. Hey, sorry for interruptions. If you're living in Germany or planning to move here soon and currently preparing for your German A1, A2 or B1 courses, then my fast track programs can be a great suit for you if you want to pass your German exam in just few weeks. And you can check out the fast track programs down below in the description or in the pinned comment. Now let's get back to the video. Now let's start with section number 2, which is A2 level, week 9 to 16. A2 is where German suddenly feels interesting because you can actually talk about your life now. Let's start with week number 9 and 10. Moral verbs and daily life topics. Moral verbs are game changers. Here are the verbs I made. Kann, can, will, want, muss, must, möchte, would like. And trust me, only with these 4 verbs, you can make hundreds of sentences. Let me show you some examples. Ich möchte einen Kaffee. Ich möchte einen Kaffee. I would like to have a coffee. Ich muss morgen arbeiten. I have to work tomorrow. Ich will heute länger schlafen. I want to sleep today a little bit longer. Yes, you can make hundreds of sentences like this. And here's the mistake I made. I memorized moral verbs but didn't use them. Use them daily. They make your German more natural instantly. Now let's continue with week number 11 and 12. Past tense. The moment I learned perfect, I finally felt like a real German speaker. And this is the only form you will use every time. Let me show you some examples. Ich habe gekocht. Ich habe gekocht. I cooked. Then ich bin nach Köln gefahren. Ich bin nach Köln gefahren. I went to Cologne. Practice format I used. For today, ich gehe zur Arbeit. For yesterday, ich bin zur Arbeit gegangen. Now you may ask, why didn't we use ich habe zur Arbeit gegangen? We use bin or the sein form when we have some kind of movement. In this case, I'm going to the work. So there is a movement. That's why I use ich bin zur Arbeit gegangen. If I want to, let's say, do some activity which doesn't have any movement, like I ate rice, I did my homework, then you can say ich habe Reis gegessen, ich habe meine Hausaufgaben gemacht. There you can use haben verb because there is no movement. But as I mentioned, if you have some kind of movement, you use the sein verb. Super simple, super effective. Now let's continue with the week number 13, conversations that matter. Now practice contexts like Arzttermin, Wohnungssuche, einkaufen, asking for help, making appointments. These are some everyday contexts and situations you might face regularly. That's why you should practice phrases which fits to these situations, like the real German topics for everyday life. Here's the mistake I made. I avoided speaking out of fear. This kept me stuck for weeks. Speak imperfect German. That's how you learn German. Now let's continue with week number 15 and 16. A2 exam level skills. By now you should understand slow normal conversations, write simple paragraphs, express feelings, make plans. And this is the level where your German becomes functional. If A1 is learning German, A2 is using German. And now you're ready for B1. So let's start with the section number 3, which is B1 level, week number 17 to 28. This is the level where you start sounding like someone who lives in Germany. Let's start with week number 17 to 20. Grammar that unlocks everything. Here are the 3 grammar topics. Change my speech overnight. Number 1. Nebensätze. Weil, das, wenn. And in these cases, verb goes to the end. Always. Here are some examples. Ich bleibe zu Hause, weil es regnet. Ich habe heute gekocht, weil ich morgen arbeiten muss. Second grammar rule, word order, TMP rule. Time, manner, and place. Try to always have your sentence according to this structure. Time, morgen, manner, mit dem Bus, and place, so Arbeit. The third rule was accusative versus dative. Ich helfe dem Mann. That's dative. On the other hand, ich sehe den Mann. That's accusative. Because helfen is a dative verb. If you have a dative verb, you have to turn your article to dative. Instead of der Mann, you say dem Mann. And if you have accusative in the sentence, then you have to turn the article into accusative. Instead of der Mann, you say den Mann. Ich sehe den Mann, ich helfe dem Mann. Here's the mistake I made, ignoring dative. Don't ignore it, you'll suffer later. Now let's continue with week number 21 to 24, listening immersion. Every day, try to immerse this in your daily life. 10 minutes of German news, 10 minutes of podcast, and turn on German subtitles for everything. And by doing this, after 3 to 4 weeks, your ear will adapt and you will understand real Germans, not just slow teachers. Now let's continue with week number 25 to 28, speaking like a B1 German. Now practice giving opinions, talking about your future plans, discussing problems, telling stories from your past. Here are the prompts you should master. Meiner Meinung nach. Meiner Meinung nach, wir müssen auf Plastik verzichten. Ich denke, dass wir mehr Wasser trinken sollen. Früher habe ich mit meiner Familie gelebt. In Zukunft möchte ich, dass wir zusammenleben. Here's the mistake I made. Not telling stories. B1 is all about storytelling. Start early. Now let's continue with the final section, which is section 4, biggest mistakes I made. Here are the top mistakes that slowed me down. Mistake number 1, learning isolated vocabulary. I learned words without using them. Here's the fix, always learn words in a sentence. Mistake number 2, avoiding native speakers. I was so scared of mistakes. Here's the fix, speak. Even broken German is 100x better than silence. Mistake number 3, ignoring listening practice. I thought speaking was enough. Here's the fix, listen daily. Listening improves speaking. Mistake number 4, jumping from topic to topic. Zero structure. Here's the fix, follow a roadmap like this one or use our structured fast track systems which are fast track A1, A2 and B1. And trust me when I say, I have broken down German in the easiest, simplest and most structured way possible. So no pressure, but if you're genuinely interested, check out my fast track courses. Link is below in the description or in the pinned comment. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.